Start of the second half at the Stomping Grounds. And whoever's talking to that gentleman on the phone, please let him go so he can enjoy the rest of the game.
Oh, good. Nothing.
32-7, South Aiken leads Aiken.
Everybody loves the camera, Joe.
Everybody loves the camera. Back deep to receive for the Hornets. South Aiken won the opening toss and elected receive, and of course returned it for a touchdown. So the Hornets will get the second half kick down 32-7 with 24 minutes left to play. And again, it's Green back deep to receive for Aiken, and he is hit hard. Somehow on his way out of that tackle and get it across to the 22-yard line. South Aiken had a man hurdle him back at the 11, and now he is down. He landed hard. Might have got the wind knocked out.
Yeah, looking like that might be what it is. Again, anytime you leave, potential for the Augusta Payne Center hit of the game right there, but anytime you try to leave your feet to make a tackle and hurdle, sometimes you only see the highlights on TV. You don't ever see when it ends up becoming something else. You just kind of same place, same time, trying to jump to make the tackle, but also kind of a lower block. So looks like he's all right.
DJ Parker was the man shaken up, walking off the field under his own power. So the Hornets will set it up first and 10 from their own 23-yard line as we start play here in quarter number 3.
And we'll see what Aiken comes out with. Again, not being able to really run the ball up the middle against so much pressure. Now looking like South Aiken going to put 3 actual down defensive linemen and maybe have some linebackers on the outside, maybe blitz from the outside, but really lightening the load in the middle of that defense as opposed to what they did in the first half.
Now we're ready. 4 wide for the Hornets. The lone back is Green, and it'll be Corey Wallace to throw. Looking for a bunch here on the first play of the second half and overshoots his man. Incomplete.
And a great play, and really the play's right there, just as you see the receiver telling the DB that he was in fact beat if that throw is has a little bit less off of it. But we'll see right here what the flag is down
the
for.
Flag down at the 45-yard line of Aiken.
Kind of out of the gate, a good throw, just not exactly on the mark, but that's kind of stuff you're going to have to do if you're Aiken in this second half.
Yeah, we're hearing hold against the Thoroughbreds up here. South Aiken had 60 yards worth of penalties in the first half. If there was a bright spot for Aiken, they only had 2 penalties for 20 yards, so that's something for Coach J.W. Montgomery to be happy about. So first and 10 for the Hornets from their own 32-yard line. Again to throw, and somebody better get on that football. It'll roll harmlessly out of bounds, but that's one of those things we could look at and see if it was a backward pass.
Yeah, and it almost looked like, it took so much time. They had to have been setting up a pass down the field for Green to throw, because in terms of a screen of any kind, really taking a lot of time. But even something like that might work. But man, the regular throws, just because the first throw out of the gate in the second half didn't work out. Plenty arm on the quarterback and plenty of legs for the receivers. I mean, they can
look at all the receivers on our side of the field here. And it is complete across the 40-yard line. Let's see, who was the receiver there?
24,
Jabbar Corley.
Making the catch there.
That's a first down for the Hornets.
See, good catch. Just you run a lot of different routes, bringing everybody pretty much across the field to the short side of the field, getting a little bit of breathing room and making the catch before he goes out of bounds.
They give him 12 yards on the catch, so the Hornets with a fresh set of downs at the 44-yard line. Aiken needs points here on this opening drive of the second half, already down 25 points. And the running game practically non-existent for the Hornets tonight. -11 on the ground in the first half. This is a screen set up for Green and not a whole lot there, dragged down at the 46.
Yeah, gets a couple of extra yards there, tries to run the defense off with all the receivers on the left side of the field, and then have Green, a little bit better matchup for him, at least, 1 versus 2 defenders instead of kind of 1 versus 4, which has kind of been the case every time that they've tried to run the ball up the middle. So still doing whatever they can to try to get their playmakers the ball in some space. in a better numbers matchup field.
So they need 8 on second down. Clock ticks, 10:30 to play here in quarter number 3. And Wallace had to get rid of it almost complete at the 48-yard line, but he was being chased. Wallace was by Tyler Laird, the senior linebacker, and had to get rid of it.
Yeah, kind of threw it in there pretty quickly. Receiver called for it, but right there. And for Aiken, you know, some of the younger players on the team, just because your route is technically over, you know, if you run to your spot, some folks have certain places they need to stand, but at some point, you know, you do have to kind of bail your quarterback out, and it almost turns into basketball almost. You have to kind of make yourself get open, get a little bit of breathing room, have your quarterback catch your have you catch your quarterback's eye, and he can drop it right into you for a short throw.
They need 8 on third down. Wallace under pressure, running for it. Gets rid of it, complete to Green, right at the marker, but I don't think he quite got there. The spot looks like it's going to be just short.
And either way, I don't know that they threw the flag, but it looked like he was past the line of scrimmage.
They are marking it at the 48-yard line. It's going to be fourth down.
But right there, if you're able to kind of get
He's definitely behind by the line of scrimmage.
If you're able to get a few extra yards on that short pass, get open for your quarterback, you know, third and eight's just real tough for the young Aiken offense. If you can turn it into a 3rd and 4, man, that opens up, you know, right there, he probably gets the first down with his legs. You're able to continue the drive.
Big fourth down. Hornets will go for it on 4th and inches.
One call, that's all for Ken Nugent. I think they're going to have to throw it to Green here.
And they do. Green 6 yards away from the marker, and he's not going to get close. And the ball will go over on downs to South Aiken. So the Ken Nugent one call, that's all called the moment by J.W. Montgomery. Doesn't go the Hornets' way. And South Aiken will take over once again in Aiken territory at the 49-yard line.
Right there, they just tried to run off the thoroughbred defense with the receivers and pretty much everybody and try to isolate Green. But for South Aiken, they know better than that. They're going to have at least one person devoted to Green, much less have the other defenders really crowd to the football.
9:24 to play in the third quarter now. South Aiken smelling blood in the water. Boynton. That is complete to Jesse Sanders. Haven't called Sanders' name a whole lot tonight. He'll be down at the 41-yard line.
See right there, catch by the receiver just before half. Thought he might have a chance to catch the ball and get the touchdown. Ended up dropping it, but right there, a good job of coming back and staying resilient and catching that little screen and getting upfield. Again, that's probably the most impressive thing, I think, for folks seeing South Aiken is how many different players either catch the ball, run the ball. Everybody has stats, so it's really hard to game plan for a few players because when everybody's getting the ball, you really don't know who's going to hurt you worse each and every week.
Man, is Roberts hard to bring down. That's going to move the chains again. Another first down inside the 35-yard line.
Seemed a little frustrated there maybe with his receiver trying to get downfield and block right there.
Get off
trying to get this extra yardage, which at that point, it doesn't matter who you are. You're in his way, you're in his way.
Not somewhere you want to be. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Thoroughbreds from the 32-yard line.
We'll see. They got genuine one-on-one coverage down here.
That's Sanders.
We'll
He's looking that way. There is Sanders. Great call. Matt Lane, touchdown.
Ended up running towards the inside of the field, but one-on-one with the quarterback on the outside. Still looked plenty enough for the quarterback to drop it into him and get the touchdown.
So the Thoroughbreds extend that lead to 38-7 with the point after to come.
And you can obviously see with Boynton, the quarterback, watching a lot of tape. Nowadays, these kids go to camps during the summer, watch so much tape of their favorite quarterbacks, see the GMC kicks for college. It looks like we got a flag on the play, but really looking off the defense at the beginning of the play, isolating that safety and making him respect where his eyes were, and then drops it in right behind him for the touchdown.
As we catch the call, we'll have to try the Georgia Military College kicks for college one more time. 32-yard touchdown strike from Boynton to Jesse Sanders has given South Aiken a 38-7 lead for the moment. as the T-Breds looking every bit of that number 5 ranking in the state of South Carolina.
Yeah, like you said, once again, going to go for the Georgia Military College kicks for college. Try to put it through the uprights here. A couple of good kickers in terms of, I mean, they can put some length on their kicks to potentially win a game down the road for their teams.
So
a lot of times you.
Penalty makes it a 25-yard extra point, and once again, no good. So the T-Bred struggles on the extra points continue, but they have a 38-7 lead with 8:26 left in the third quarter.
Okay.
38-7, South Aiken leads Aiken with 8:26 left to play. The kickoff came down to the 32-yard line of Aiken. That's where the Hornets will set up first and 10. Now down 31, Matt Lane.
Yeah, and for Aiken, you know, certainly throwing the ball is going to be your bread and butter for the rest of this game. And I liked what they did on their last, you know, even though they didn't complete it, taking a chance, pitting their receiver against the defensive back on the outside and trying to toss it down the field.
Well, the Hornets were -11 on the ground in the first half, and if my numbers are correct, they are -1 now here in the second half. So the South Aiken defense forcing the Hornets to be very one-dimensional on offense. Hornets start from their own 32-yard line, 4 wide. Wallace still the QB, and we're going to have a flag. Oh, I think we had an official timeout before the snap, or before the.
And we'll see if that play. For South Aiken's still on. It looks like they're going to bring somebody on the near side here at number 10. Looks like he's going to come. So plenty of opportunity for the receiver on this end.
Give is to Green. He makes the first man miss, pushes ahead. Maybe Aiken's best run of the night up to the 36-yard line and about 7 yards on the carry.
Right there, South Aiken having 3 down defensive linemen. So Green getting a little extra breathing room, not having to make the first man miss until maybe 2 yards down the field, 2-3 yards down the field. See right there, just running through that tackle and then running through another one. Again, terrific runner. Again, you just have to got to give him a shot there.
Give him 8 on the carry, and he's back in the backfield again on 2nd and 2. This time to the air. It is Stavon Porter. He'll have a first down up across the 40-yard line to the 41.
A good run there. Garrett Pascal trying to make the tackle, but trying to mirror the receiver. Instead of kind of pushing him towards the outside, he actually elected to try to just get right in front of him. And terrific job by the receiver making a good first move and getting that extra yardage.
Play was good for 6 and gives Aiken a first down at their own 41-yard line.
This is sort of similar to what we saw in the ARC game. If you're down there on the field level, and not necessarily this game because South Aiken's, got pretty good size to them in each position, but Aiken in terms of years to come, they are young, but man, they have some impressive looking prospects.
Clock still moving, ticking down near 7 minutes to play. Almost intercepted by Garrett Pascal as Wallace was facing intense pressure, and he is still down back at the 25-yard line.
Looks like quarterback still might be down.
Yeah, he is.
After the hit there.
We'll have to take a look at the replay to see who applied the pressure. It's like Tyshawn Butler. He's not the one that made the hit. As they are working on the left leg of Corey Wallace, who is still down at the 25-yard line.
Remember, quarterback's already out for the entirety of the year with a bad concussion. So, in terms of where we would potentially go from here, Quindarius Corley, quarterback, season-ending concussion. We'll see what Aiken does here if they have to bring someone else in. If they have another one on the roster.
J.W. Montgomery had been doing a little bit of alternating between Corey Wallace and DeAndre Bynum. We saw Bynum take a couple of snaps earlier in the game, so I would guess he would be the odds-on pick to go in for the Hornets. But we'll hope Corey Wallace is all right. Again, they're still working on his left knee. Well, while they work on him, it'll give you us a chance to remind you that Border Bowl 5 is coming up in January, and what is a football game without cheerleaders? It's not Border Bowl without the best seniors. You can apply now for a chance to be a Border Bowl 5 cheerleader. Visit gascborderbowl.com/cheer to apply. And
looks like he was able to get off the field, kind of limping a
certainly
little
good
bit.
news. And it is DeAndre Bynum who will come into the game at quarterback, move over from his receiver slot. Out of the gun again. Low snap. Bynum will keep it himself and push ahead for about a yard and a half.
Looks like it's going to bring up about 3rd and 6, maybe 7.
So
a lot of athleticism from Aiken at the quarterback position. Whenever you're able to be on technically the 3rd quarterback, you see pretty impressive speed right there right after he catches the ball. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's someone that can certainly run away from linebackers and maybe just maybe run away from some defensive backs if he gets an open lane.
Tyler Laird on the stop. They gave him 7 on the carry, so it brings up 3rd and 7 for the Hornets. Bynum going to air it out downfield. Got a man there, and it is incomplete, but they're going to have a pass interference call.
It looked like he still had a chance to make the catch, but the referee decided it was just too much interaction going on there and elected to throw the flag.
Stavon Porter was the intended receiver, number 14 there.
And for Bynum, I mean, a terrific throw. Really kind of geared it up and let it ride.
And it will go against the Hornets.
15 yards.
It would go against the Thoroughbreds, I should say, and give the Hornets a first down. I like the play call by the J.W. Montgomery, though. You've got a backup quarterback come in. You think you're just going to run it and play safe and chunk it down the field. Let's see who the call was on, and yeah, no doubt about that. And that was Kavis Swedenberg, the guilty party.
We'll see what they run here, if they like to give it to Green or if they do that read option they've been running. Because for Bynum,
Hornets 1st and 10 from the South Aiken 41, and that's going to be a loss of another yard, as there's just still no room to run against the South Aiken front.
Yeah, especially up the middle. I mean, for Bynum, he's got enough speed to get to the outside, or at least kind of have a 1-2 duo with Green there. Make that defense have to make a decision and see if you can choose wisely and choose the one. If the defensive end comes crashing down, you end up pulling it and running it and make a move on the linebacker. But when it's kind of a lot of times you see one-man routes or one-man play calls, those things usually are all or nothing in terms of positive yards.
Jamonte Martin could have his own zip code here in Aiken. That is a big, big man. So a loss of 1, make it 2nd and 11. Bynum will try to throw again. He's in trouble, and down he will go back in Aiken territory. Sack made by Ladarius Mitchell.
Well, and right there trying to go to the outside. Unfortunately for them, Garrett Pascal, one of the, in terms of awareness, probably one of the best players on the field, doing a great job of not really falling for any play, ball fakes or anything like that. So for Pascal, kind of going to the one side where you're not going to necessarily make a man miss, because he does such a good job of, you see him breaking down and then reestablishing his run, then breaking back down and making the sure tackle. Great job by Pascal.
And I'm guessing DeAndre Bynum will tell you if he had it to do over again, he'd at least try to get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's a 9-yard loss for the Hornets.
And that's what it is a lot of times. You look on the field and which player is where. There's a lot of times there's certain players that can really hurt you. And that, not only on offense but on defense as well, and you run away from them.
We have a Napleton Infinity of Augusta timeout on the field. We'll take time out with them, with the Thoroughbreds leading the Hornets 38-7.
For a
3rd and 19 from their own 49 for the Hornets as we welcome you back into the stomping grounds. Bynum, I should say, gonna leave it for Stavon Porter, and he's going to get close to it. They'll pick up about 15, 14 yards on that, but again, it was 3rd and 19, so they're still a long way away from it, and it'll bring up 4th and about 9. Let's call it 9 from the 39-yard line, and it looks like Aiken's going to just try to go for it here.
Second fans is 4th down.
Yeah, he picked up 12 yards on the pass play. So 4th down, call it 4th and a long 8 from the South Aiken 39-yard line. This is almost a must-make if you're the Aiken Hornets and you want to get back in this ball game. Already down 31, now under 4 minutes left to play in the third.
Yeah, and we'll see if they go back to the top of the screen to make that long pass.
And Wallace back in at quarterback, heaves it downfield, and it is complete. And that is Green.
The running back.
Jeremiah Green got loose down the right sideline and picks up a huge first down to bring some life back into this Hornet offense.
Great catch. You know, even better job of getting inbounds as we see another wheel route. Both teams electing to use that when you have as talented running backs as both teams has. You're able to run that play, and you see great throw and catch and landing inbounds by Green right there.
28 yards on the pickup and a big first down for Aiken. Keeps their drive alive and keeps their hopes alive. Here down 38-7, 3:20 and now less than that to play here in the third quarter as they enter the Augusta Technical College red zone. Wallace rolling, Wallace throwing, and incomplete.
We see Green down. Looks like he's going to pop up. Looked like he might have been injured. But, yeah, I mean, if you do, you know, even kind of a half-hearted scouting report here, I mean, you can see Aiken really prefers throwing the ball to the right-hand side, throwing it to either the receiver, you know, near the sideline, or as you saw right there, Green doing a wheel route to the right side. So, you know, for you being South Aiken, knowing who you can put your best player, your best defensive back on receiver-wise, you know, for Aiken, you're going to have to really mix it up here. We'll see if they elect to bring all the receivers across the field like they did earlier in the game, or if they run something towards the left sideline.
They can get a first down without a touchdown, and that's going to fall incomplete. Aaron Mazzell on the coverage for South Aiken.
Right there trying to get across the middle of the field, and just an incomplete pass, but big third down here for in terms of, you know, what type of play call do you know, you have to get 10 yards. They've been able to do it with short passes, but for right here, you know, you would think for South Aiken they're not going to bring a ton of pressure, knowing that, you know, they just need to put their foot 10 yards from here and get a stop, but we'll see what they come up with, because that hasn't really stopped them during the game, bringing immense pressure in long yardage situation.
Hornets keep putting themselves in these third and long situations, and that is going to be almost intercepted in the end zone. Back deep on the coverage for South Aiken was Harry Quattlebaum, I believe. And the intended receiver for Aiken was Austin McKay.
Yeah, right there. South Aiken not bringing anybody, only rushing forward, trying to drop the ball. Looked like he had a chance to maybe catch
Through
it.
His hands.
Yeah, had a shot there. Throw was kind of on the money right there.
So another Ken Nugent one call, that's all moment for J.W. Montgomery, and he is going to elect to go for it on 4th down, 4th and 10 from the South Aiken 11-yard line. And now they're going to pull the quarterback back, and they're going to kick it. All right. So it'll be Austin McKay to try to put it through from 29 yards out. It is up. It is good. And the Hornets pull within 3 more, 38-10, 2:56 to play here in quarter number 3. Why?
You know, you can get points, stop the potential running clock maybe, but you know, you're still 4 scores and extra points away, so just trying to get points on the board there and electing to try for points there.
So that's why.
I guess, yeah. Maybe, you know, been kind of inconsistent, you know, very spotty, great plays, and then some, you know, a turnover, something like that. Maybe he didn't necessarily have a great play right there that, you know, on 3rd and 10 at that part of the field, so just felt stronger to go ahead and kick it. And then,
well, the leg of Austin McKay is one of the best weapons that this Hornet team has.
Yeah.
One of the better kickers in our area. But the looks on the faces of those Aiken Hornet students says it all right now. Down 28 with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter. McKay is set to boot it away for the Hornets, and South Aiken will have another shot at it.
looks like they're going to do an onside kick here.
So maybe that was part of the strategy. And it's going to come down into the waiting hands of the Thoroughbred. And that was Braden Briatko, a sophomore linebacker with the good hands to hang on to it and give the Thoroughbreds good field position. They'll take over at their own 44-yard line.
I would venture to say you're going to kind of see what you saw in the second quarter with similar time left before the quarter was going to end and they were going to go to halftime. I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Roberts here.
And you wonder at what point, I think if they score here, you might start to see some other names in there for South Aiken. The give is to Roberts, off right tackle, and he pushes ahead up near midfield. Give him 5. Don't forget, coming up at 11:35 over on WJBF News Channel 6, a recap of this game and all of tonight's scores and highlights from around the CSRA Football Friday night. Only 30-minute show dedicated solely to high school football at 11:35 tonight over on WJBF News Channel 6. Second and 6. It is Roberts again. He's got a first down. He's got more across the 40. Still on his feet, inside the 35, all the way down to the 31-yard line of Aiken. Wow.
And again, not only a big bruiser, but also...
And now we've got some extracurricular activity breaking out between the two teams around the 30-yard line.
Again, that's just kind of one of those runs that really wears you down. Again, you have basically a blitz called, multiple tackles are broken, and it's when you're starting to break your confidence a little bit, just trying to run the ball out and get to the fourth quarter, and you end up getting that big of a run. And for South Aiken, you know, it's one of those things you can't necessarily retaliate. You certainly can't originate.
Will Kreider getting an absolute earful from Coach Chris Hamilton there. And so I'm going to guess the laundry on the carpet has something to do with him. There are 3 flags down all total. If you take a look at the run by Roberts.
2, 3. There's multiple broken tackles here by Robertson. That was my favorite move right there. He sees the little gap that he can really stick his foot in the ground and blast through.
Have a dead ball, personal foul.
As it looks like we're going to have offsetting penalties here.
First down.
Offsetting personal fouls, which I've never really understood the point of.
Well, and I was just thinking about that. Part of it is if you get 2 personal fouls, you actually have to sit out a certain amount of the next game. So part of it is that, you know, if you certainly continue to have a hot head or retaliatory head in terms of things going on the field, it can actually carry over to the next game.
So the Thoroughbreds now will have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line of Aiken, leading 38-10. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to play in quarter number 3. Looks like we're ready to go finally. Boy, if you're Chris Hamilton, I think that's why he was so heated there. It's like the one thing you don't want to do with a big lead. You're just trying to run the clock down. You do not want that. And you do not want that either, as it's almost picked off by Matthew McNabb. Falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's one of the things you can stress as many times as you want in practice, but until you actually have the experience of necessarily playing a team, maybe some extra stuff going on, and it just finally bugging you in the moment, you have to know that, man, I have to understand what situation I'm in. I'm at the point where my team's winning by a decent margin. You know, you can't go back and forth. You certainly can't start anything, and you can't keep anything going because it just doesn't help your team.
Hard to tell, but I believe Nick White was the guy that got a hand on it. This is Deshaun Kitchings, complete across the middle. He'll be dragged down at the 25-yard line. Threw on about 6 yards.
Threw on the brakes there, maybe a little bit too much. Tried to cut back across, but for Kitchings, just very dangerous after he catches the ball, especially when you have this much success kind of running different plays when you get a screen like that.
And another flag comes flying in. And I believe Nathan Edwards is telling us it might be another unsportsmanlike. The Thoroughbreds are retreating.
And this is the part where, you know, it is muscle memory when you're in games like this and whereas it is a rivalry game, you are amped up for it.
Unsportsmanlike on the
You're
red.
you're beating your crosstown rival. This is the part where deep in the playoffs, you don't think about it, and you kind of resort back to the things that you've done. As you see the coaches, and this is the kind of stuff you have to do. Everybody's going to be involved in this. This isn't everybody that's out on the field. This is for the Napleton Infinity timeout here, this is a everybody thing. It's you got to finish the game. I mean, you can't
Finish the drill, as they say.
You can't just go out here and, all right, we're going to do this and we're going to jaw at them because we're beating them. This is the part where teams, you end up beating yourselves with stuff like this. Even though you're probably superior to a lot of the teams you're going to play, this is the type of stuff that you really don't ever see from the teams like the Alabamas, the top tier programs, the Clemsons. They don't beat themselves, and a lot of times if you don't beat yourself, you can beat a lot of teams because teams will beat themselves. And if you're South Aiken, you're a team that can't afford to defeat yourself in the playoffs, and really like that from the coach there, kind of telling everybody needs to be in on this conversation.
And that puts South Aiken over 100 yards worth of penalties, and that's why Chris Hamilton is so angry right now. And that, what we just saw on the middle of the field was this family-friendly show. We'll call that a rear end chewing, a courtesy of Chris Hamilton.
Well, yeah, certainly a sign of things to come after the game. No matter when
the cameras are off.
Yeah, when the cameras are off and all the doors are shut.
So after all of that, it will be 3rd and about 20 for South Aiken. They'll try to throw Boynton across the middle. There's Jesse Sanders. He's complete inside the 30-yard line down at the 28.
Good pitching catch there. Again, that's the thing that you'll see, especially in the newspaper for South Aiken. You're going to see a lot of lines of stats because they get so many players involved, whether handing the ball off, pitching it to them, quarterback throwing it, catchings, running the ball sometimes when they have the little catch and flip play that they like to run.
Going to go for it on 4th down. Ken Nugent, one call. That's all moment for Hamilton here.
You got to go Roberts.
And it is Roberts up the middle, pushing and twisting, and it's going to be close.
Yeah.
They may have to measure this one. They're going to spot it just outside the 20-yard line, and that is exactly where the marker is. And it's just going to depend on the spot here. South Aiken players not surprisingly pointing, saying 1st down. And they're right. They'll give it to him. No measurement necessary. He needed 3. He got 3 and an inch.
And we'll see I think they'll have to run one more play before the quarter will end.
They're down inside 30 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. They will run one more play. It will be Roberts through the middle. Roberts, 10. Inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line, and that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, they're going to stop the clock with 14.6 seconds left.
As you see David Neal there, the sophomore defensive back, just at the end of this play, just kind of loading up, getting low, and catching the run right there. Actually taking it to Roberts there with the low tackle, doing whatever he can to get those legs down.
And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score after 3 quarters of play at the Stomping Grounds, South Aiken 38, Aiken 10. One more quarter to play on Game Night Live.